Right, so, whoa. All right, move my mic over. Let's start off here with, I got a brave volunteer to start. What's the first point you want to find on for the 4-point points method? Vertex sounds good to me. Can I get somebody to give me the first step in the vertex?
Complete the square.
Complete the square, good.
Factor out 2.
Good. I'm going to, F and X and Y actually mean the same thing. Let me see a green marker later on. So what I'm going to do, no, oh, here it is. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to start with this. And just call it Y and F actually mean the same thing, so we'll start with that. I got a brave soul, tell me the first step here. We're going to do, guys, we're going to do the same thing today. I'm not going to pick on people for a change, even though you all should know this. For every question, everyone just gets to raise their hand once and once only. You may try again for question 2. Tristan, go. Go ahead.
Y equals 2, and then bracket x squared,
Yeah.
5/2.
Right? Minus 2, good. Excellent, good. Can I get a second volunteer, please? Give me the next step. Yeah, go ahead.
You take the final version and divide it by 2.
Right. Yeah, again, these are all the same steps always, right, for that. Can I get somebody please be brave and tell me what 5/2/2 is? Yeah, go ahead. Wonderful. Okay. Now you can show that on the side. If you can just go to it, go ahead. Okay, can somebody else tell me what 5/4 squared is, please? Emily, go ahead. 25/16, lovely. Nobody's lost. As an aside, I shouldn't tell you the joke, that's fine. You get someone else to be brave now and tell me what I do next. Yeah, go ahead.
You add and subtract the box.
Okay, so I'm going to call that, we're going to let a room already, y equals 2 bracket x squared plus 5/2x. That should just be a plus up here. There. Plus 25/16 minus 25/16. Bracket minus 2. Wonderful. Can I get another volunteer, please, to tell me what to do next? Okay, please, get a volunteer? Go ahead.
The negative 25/16 into bracket. So you have to type.
Very good. Okay, can somebody tell me 2 things? Number 1, where I got that negative 25/8 and where the negative 16/8 came from? Okay.
The 25/8 is the fraction of lowest terms.
Good.
And then the 16/8, you just put the negative 2/8.
Good. Good. Very good. Okay, right. So 25/16, where we did 2 times 25 is 50. 50/16 is the same as 25/8 with a negative. And then I wanted to add the fraction, so I just changed negative 2 and negative 16/8. Lovely. Can someone finish off this vertex, please? Oh, goodness. No one wants to. This is awful. Go ahead.
2 bracket x plus 5/4 squared minus 45.
Right. Okay, 5/4 again is the underlying number. Okay, so give me the vertex, please. Everyone's going to have to answer once, so you may as well answer now. You haven't yet. Grace, go ahead.
Negative 5/4.
Yes?
Right.
Right. Now, you guys should be a pro at this.
No, isn't it negative 41/8?
That's what I said. That's what I said. That's what I said. Does she have to say that? Don't attack her. Attack me. Don't attack her. Attack me. All right, so it happens to be, remember, it's only the thing inside the bracket that switches from that. And think of it the same way as that f of x, like transformation thing, right? It's going to be the opposite of whatever's inside the bracket. So it says plus, so it's like yourself, it's just going to be opposite. Okay, hopefully we're all feeling good. If you, for the silent people in the class, it's your turn to shine now for the x-intercepts. How do we solve the x-intercept, please? Raise your hand. Quinn, go ahead. Sorry? We just take a complete square, unfortunately. Quad formula, yes, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so Jennifer, since you love the quadratic formula so much, which I know you do, so we're solving this one, right? Jennifer, can you please tell me the quadratic formula from memory, please? X equals, yeah? Excellent. Okay, if you don't have that memorized, you know what you're doing tonight. As well, can I borrow this piece here? Okay, as well, also remember the first page of your test, or the first sort of little bit of your test, are we all these definitions? Okay, right, so I gave this to you guys last week, I can't remember what day it was, Thursday or Friday last week, and there should be like a ton of definitions on here too, so I'll probably ask 4 or 5 of those as well, okay?
Did we pick them, or are you just hitting those four?
No, generally, I think, I can't remember, I think I might give you 4, you get to pick your favorite 3, right? So it's not like you say, okay, I like this, this, and this, no, you can't just do that, okay? Okay, great, can I get somebody to be brave and tell me what A and B and C are, please? Oh, go.
A is 2, B is 5, and C is -2.
Lovely. Okay, so just going to sub them in here right now. Can I get someone to be brave to sub them in? Oh, goodness gracious me. Okay.
It should be negative in bracket 5 plus
Yeah.
minus square root of 5 squared -4 times 2 times -2 divided by 2 times 2.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on a second.
Plus 16.
I think if we got that -2, I think if we got it. I think if we got that -2. I think you did. Okay, so x equals -5 plus root of 41 over 4, or x equals -5 minus root of 41 over 4. All right. Can somebody use the great power of a calculator, please? Give me those 2 roots. Somebody new doesn't raise their hand, please. Oh, goodness. Come on, guys, you can do this. If you're not going to start picking on people, in the back row. Come on, guys, this is too difficult. Calculator, let's go. Please. You all have to do this. I'm pleading with you. Somebody use their calculator. You already raised your hand. Summer, go. 4 is which one? This one here?
Oh, no, that's the square root.
Oh, okay, so 0.4. Okay, great. So
I don't like 0.
what's this one then? 0.
It's like 3, 5 something, but you just put 4, I guess.
Oh, this is a -2 point something? -2.5. 2.5? 2.85. 2.85? Yeah. Okay. Thank you for those who finally raised your hand. Okay, here we go. So, can I get somebody please to tell me what coordinates those would be if I was graphing? Go ahead.
0.4 and 0.
Yeah. Very good. If you did more decimal places, that's fine. I'm not going to penalize you for that. Okay, the last thing, and then I'll graph. What's my y-intercept going to be? I want to go.
So you would take the original equation and then you would change x to 0.
Good.
And then it equals 2.
Good. So my y, I'm just going to do it here. Let's have a little bit of road. That's 0 and -2. Okay. Those are the fundamental skills in this class, completing the square and quad formula. Hopefully we're feeling good. Factoring might be involved in there too. All right, you guys lots of practice factoring yesterday, I think. Okay, I'm going to graph this, and this is the only one I'm going to graph today because I want to make sure you guys can do this with forms and all that stuff, what I'll be looking for. Are there any questions on what we started? Please be brave and ask. Today is for you guys, and this day isn't for me to ramble on at 100 miles an hour like I normally do. You guys get 1 day every 2 weeks. It's for you guys, and that's today. Okay, so please ask questions. I will be helpful. Okay, today, so please. Yeah, very quick.
Do you know to use the -4ac when to use it as a negative if you plug in an input or just use it as
One more time, sir.
like if you do this 5 and then
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
negative 5,
Yeah.
is it -4?
Yes. So what? Yeah. So what you're going to? Good question here. So the question was, how do you know like if this is plus or minus? How to do it there? Just do it in your calculator. -4 times 2 is -8. And -8 times -2 is +16.
then you disregard the negative after that, you just get easier.
Yeah, so just, well, what you're just going, if you use the negative, what you're typing into your calculator, because you're thinking a negative changes to a plus, right? So it's not like it's disregarded, like it's because it gets canceled out because there's a negative and there's a negative, so it's
No, but
to be a plus.
Yeah, you don't.
She's asking like you don't, right?
It's like, it's not
Yeah.
negative and then four.
No. Anybody else before we graph this? Okay. Okay, Cole, since you haven't talked through all, you're gonna yell the points to me when it's time to graph. Okay. All right. If you have any graph paper, please do this for the one time today, because we're need. I'm also going to do the inverse graphing here. I think it's important for that as well in a little bit. I know you guys are sick of the inverse graphing, and don't worry, after tomorrow we'll have to do it again for a long time. Okay. Okay, so things that I need on my graph, okay, are, number one, I need arrows on all four corners. And you will lose a mark for any of these that you'll put on. And yes, I am cruel. Oh, and I didn't mention state domain and range, but you're going to state domain and range as well. Okay, so we'll do that for this one. I am so feared for domain and range. You guys may think, yeah, you're not scaring Mr. Sadler. But one of the girls in my calculus class emailed me before the first test, even though we hadn't even done a graph. He said, Mr. Sadler, should we use domain and range on this test? I go, well, we don't need to because there's no graphs, okay? But she's that terrified of domain and range. Don't be terrified, okay? Right, but you guys can do domain and range. But she knows that I expect it all the time. Okay, so I have to get over here, it looks like to negative 2.9, so I'm going to count negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. There's 0, 1, 2, 3. How far down from the vertex go? Which is about negative 5, I think.
5.
Yeah. Okay. Now that took me about 20 seconds to do. Please tell me you're not texting. Please tell me you're not texting. Okay. So you should be, for when we do these, that took about 10 seconds or 15 seconds. It's not going to crush you for time on your test too much. All right, so the points we had here were 0 and negative 2, which goes something like this. 0.4 and 0, which is about here. Negative 2.9 and 0, which is about here. What was the vertex called, please?
Negative 5 and 4.
Okay. So we down there, something like that. Now, does that look sort of like a parabola to you? Yeah, it looks sort of like a parabola to me, so I think we're good, okay? If you get weird things going on, you know what point to probably check, okay, right? So depending on what it's going to be, check your vertex if you forgot to do the plus or minus thing properly, and then make sure, like, as far as your x-intercepts that you did that properly. Yeah, I'm going to do, yes, I forgot to do it, yes, I'm going to do it on here for sure, definitely, okay? So, I forgot to write it as part of the question, but you'll have to tomorrow for sure if you do it. Oh, excuse me, sorry. So this is f of x. Okay, domain, I'm going to do the domain because I'm kind. Okay, what does x slash xer mean? Can someone tell me, anybody here? X means any real number. Okay, so it goes on infinitely wide. The more difficult part is the range. I'm going to pick on someone who's not raised their hand yet today. Who is that victim going to be? Somebody already raise your hand, sorry. You always do, you're good, excellent range, by the way. Brad, I'm picking on you. What's the range for this one? You can do it in English, don't worry about math talk. Oh, somebody help him, please. Yeah, greater than or equal to negative 4 over 8. And if you just want to write it in English, you get half a mark. But if you write it in full math notation, you'll get the full. So the range is y such that y is greater than or equal to negative 4 over 8. I'm sorry for picking on you there, Brian. I won't do it again today. I can't promise that again. Okay, so greater than or equal to negative 4 over 8, that's the vertex, the y coordinate vertex. Yes.
you're using like and decimals.
Yes, you'll lose half more if you use decimals. Now, I'm gonna hit pause the video and stop because I got in a fight with a student this morning. I shouldn't talk about fighting with students online here. While I'm telling my story, if you guys can think of another question, want me to